in Winder, Georgia, after officials say a suspected shooter opened fire in Apalachee High School.
The 14-year-old student here at the high school, again, he has been taken into custody. He will be charged with murder and he will be tried as an adult.
This video capturing terrifying moments after gunfire rang out. Police say deputies and emergency medical personnel rushed to the high school at about 10:23 a.m. in response to an active shooting. The school put on lockdown.
It was just like a loud boom.
Authorities say the gunfire left 4 dead, 2 teachers and 2 students, and 9 injured.
Our school resource officer engaged him, and the shooter quickly realized that if he did not give up, that it would end with an OIS, or an officer-involved shooting. He gave up, got on the ground, and the deputy took him into custody.
Golf coach David Phoenix was shot twice and is alive, according to his daughter, who posted on Facebook that he's in stable condition.
My heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for our community, but I want to make it very clear that hate will not prevail in this county. Love will prevail over what happened today.
Students returned back to school in August, sophomores describing the terrifying moments.
I didn't know what was going to happen because you could hear the gunfires right down the hall. So I was shaking, scared.
I thought I was going to die.
Student Itzel Navarrete says she was shaken up and scared.
How does it feel that this happened at your high school?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked something like this could happen here.
Panicked parents rushed to the school, later reuniting with their children at the football field.
My daughter called me at work, screaming that there was a shooter at Apalachee.
President Biden briefed today, writing, "Jill and I are mourning the deaths of those whose lives were cut short due to more senseless gun violence." Former President Trump posting, "These cherished children were taken from us far too soon by a sick and deranged monster." At a rally in New Hampshire, Vice President Harris remarking,
"It's senseless. It is. We've got to stop it. And we have to end this epidemic of gun violence in our country once and for all."
And Priya, have investigators reached out to the suspect's family yet?
That's right, Lester. Authorities have spoken to the suspect's family, but they say the investigation is ongoing. School here is closed for the rest of the week. The community is gathering tonight for a vigil to mourn the victims. Lester?
All right, Priya Sridhar, thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode 282. I'm back with another video, YouTube podcast, episode today on DDTS. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday. I hope y'all are having a terrific day because I have so far, but it's still, today is this day. I'm still here, it's still going. So I decided, since I'm sitting here, not doing anything, just trying to clear my mind, I said I will go ahead and do another episode of DDTS, episode 282. If you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, share the video so whenever I have new content coming out, you will get notified and you can just go to the video and start watching. Leave your comments, leave what you think of the video. Just do whatever you have to do to, to let everybody know that you like the video and your thoughts on the video. So, yes indeed. So today, from the video that you watched when you clicked on my video right after the intro, as you can see what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the Georgia shooting that happened recently. I think it happened sometime this week or last week or maybe today. I'm not for sure. I'm just now catching up on a bunch of stuff, so bear with me and I apologize if I'm behind. I just wanted to do this video, YouTube podcast, because I feel like talking about this, I feel like giving my input about it because I want to, and because I feel like, you know, this is the type of stuff that really matters when it comes to communities. And because, you know, school has started back, and all these school shootings that has been happening, it has been happening for so many years. And it's crazy because you have children going to school, you got kids going to school, and you don't know, will you see them again? Like, you can get them ready for school, and they get ready and go out the door, and you'll say goodbye to, they'll say goodbye to you, you say goodbye to them. You never know when it will be the last time that you will see your child. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the school shooting incident, and I'm basically going to talk about a school shooting in history that I would never forget, that still lives on my mind to this day. And I'm going to get to that once I get through talking about this topic, about this school shooting, and about all types of stuff that is happening in the school. Why the kids are not safe in schools. Like, yes, school is important because that's where a lot of us learn. A lot of us and a lot of people's kids, you know, have been for years, decades, going to school to get an education, going to school to learn. And now it's like, in this day and age, and in this generation, and in this time, minus the time back in the day, you did not have to worry about this. People used to be excited going to school and being able to learn about a bunch of stuff, get a good education, all that. And now that we are in a new decade, a new generation, a new era, it's like you can't even put your child in a schoolhouse without any crazy stuff going on, especially school shootings, especially this bullying and everything that results, what comes along with the territory and the situations that keep going on with the school. And I'm basically going to get into all that once I get done talking about this topic right here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to read this little article that I found on NBC News, and we're going to take it from there. So it says, Guns in America, Georgia school shooting, what we know so far on the suspect, victims, and more. The shooting at the Apalachee High School in Winder, Georgia, left 2 students and 2 teachers dead. Mourners attend the vigil after a shooting at the Apalachee High School in Winder, Georgia on September the 4th, 2024. Elijah Novelich recruiters. It says September the 5th, 2024 at 11:03 a.m. EDT, updated September the 5th, 2024, 4:11 p.m. EDT. And this is by the NBC News in Susan's Beak. 2 students, 2 teachers were killed, 9 others injured in a devastating school shooting at Apalachee High School in Winder, Georgia on Wednesday. Details emerging about how it happened and the identity of the suspect, 14-year-old Colt Gray, who was charged with 4 counts of felony murder on Thursday. Okay, so I will go back and I will say this. So the shooting happened yesterday. The shooting happened yesterday in Winder, Georgia. And this happened at the Apalachee High School in Georgia. So let me go back and say that. I thought it happened sometime last week, but it happened yesterday in Winder, Georgia on Wednesday. So 2 students is dead, 2 teachers is dead, and 9 others are injured, hospitalized. Okay. That's what I got, and that's what I read. Now, I didn't get what could have caused the shooting. That I don't know. If anybody else find out something about what could have caused it, what may have caused this person to do this unaliving and cause all this destruction, cause all this pain, please let me know and put it in the comments, and please update me. I'm doing the best that I can. The reason I'm doing this content and the reason I'm doing this YouTube podcast video is because I feel like it needs to be discussed. This is an important matter. This is such an important thing to talk about, because over the years there have been a lot of mass shootings, because there have been a lot of kids, there have been a lot of teachers that have lost their lives in these situations regarding these shootings. And it could be possible reasons why these shootings is happening. Now, I don't know what could cause these school shootings to happen the way it happened, but it shouldn't have to happen the way it do. Now, I'm not excusing anybody, but for another student in the school to want to wake up in the morning on a school day and choose violence and choose to take away other people's lives that are innocent, that possibly didn't have anything to do with anything of the situation. Now, whether this 14-year-old Court Gray was bullied by the teachers or the students that he unalived, I don't know anything about that, but it's sad. My prayers goes out to the victims of the family that was caught up in this situation, that lost their loved ones, that are currently being hospitalized, all that. The whole school and victims of the community, they are in my prayers and my condolences. Because let me tell you this, these school shootings have been happening a lot lately. They have been happening a lot. And it goes to say you cannot be too quick to send your children to school. And in that case, I'm going to go ahead and add a little more truth to this. That is why it is probably why a lot of these parents, the mamas, the daddies, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, whoever is raising the children, whoever they in the care of, that's why they probably be going to homeschooling. They either homeschooling or send them to private school, or better yet, they come out better teaching their child themselves. And I know a lot of you probably be like, well, if they get homeschooled, this and that, they ain't gonna get the education that they need to get. The thing is this, they can still get the education that they need to get. All you have to do is get the books to go along with what they need to know, what you want them to know, what's the important things to know when homeschooling your child. Because the reason I say homeschool is because it's crazy because of these school shootings, because you have these school shootings that's going around. You have other kids and possibly the teachers, some of the teachers that are not treating the students right, bullying, all this and that. Let me tell you this, that in my opinion, that could possibly be one of the reasons why school shootings happen. It could be a lot of reasons why school shootings happened. One of the reasons why school shootings happens is because maybe it's somebody that's bullying the person, and the person probably gets tired and they feel like they can't turn to nobody for help. Like they can go talk to a counselor, they can go talk to a teacher, they can go talk to their mom and daddy. They still feel, if they still go talk to their mom and daddy, counselor of the school, teacher, anybody, friend, they feel like they can help them. Sometimes when you talk to people like that, they feel like when they talk to them, they feel like it's not enough. It's not going to help them feel better. So you know what they do? A person that is going through something so deep, no matter if it's going on in the household, in their mind, in their life, this and that, the third, they come to school, all that stuff that they got going on inside of them, which is very deep, which is very dark. They take all that's built up inside of them, and they just start, they do this unnecessary, crazy act, which is a school shooting. And they be putting the whole school at risk. And I'm going to go ahead and say this as well. I'm not a parent. I don't have kids. So I don't know what it's like to lose a child. I don't know what it's like to be in situations as a parent that you feel like you can't or you couldn't help your child before it's too late, of what happened to your child or what happened to that child, school shooting or not. I'm just going to say that in a respectable way. But I feel like as a parent, if you are a parent, if there's any parents that's watching this video, please guard your child, protect your children at all costs while they are still in your home. Protect your children at all costs. Ask them how their day was. Ask them what's going on. Pull them to the side and have a good talk with them. Teach your child to know the right things to do and not the right things to do, so they won't get in trouble, so they won't lead through a path of destruction before it's too late. Because I feel like when a child is not getting enough attention from a parent, if they're not getting attention from their mama, they're not getting attention from their daddy, they're not getting attention from the person of the care that they're in, I feel like when you don't give a child enough attention and they are in school, you know what they do? A child would act out. A child just do whatever they feel like they think is right. And it isn't. And they will go to school acting out, acting up, and have the teachers call the mamas, the daddies, or whoever that's in the child's care. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to get off the subject. I'm still on the subject of the school shootings, but I'm saying this because, you know, that's what I really feel. I feel like school shootings happen for lots of reasons. School shootings happens for a lot of reasons, like I said. A child might talk about shooting and think it's cool, think it's a game, think it's a toy, but really it's not, because it's damaging a lot of people's lives, and it isn't right. Now, the school shooting that really got me scared, like, it doesn't have me scared, but it really did a lot of, traumatizing. I'm still here, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm still here. Just 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second. I'm telling you. Okay, here we go. The shooting that really got me was the Columbine High School massacre shooting. That's what really got me. I don't know if y'all remember, but it was the shooting back in 1999 at the Columbine High School massacre. They had a documentary on it as well. In this shooting, it happened on April the 20th, 1999, 25 years ago. And it happened at 11:19 a.m. to 12 o'clock 08 p.m. It happened at 11:19 a.m. to 12 o'clock 08 p.m. And the students and staff, they were the targets. And what happened at the shooting, it was school shooting, mass murder, mass suicide, arson, and it was a bombing attempt, shootout. So it was 15 deaths, including both perpetrators that started the shooting. And it was 24 injured, 21 by gunfire. And the perpetrators was Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. These are the ones that did the shooting at the Columbine High School on April the 20th, 1999. And one was 18 and the other one was 17. So they the one that started all of this. And it was their senior year of high school, so they would have graduated that year. Probably the next month if they haven't done all that evil, cruel stuff. And they both died of suicide. So, yeah. That is one of the most historic, better yet, heartbreaking school shootings that's ever happened in the history of history to me. Y'all might not agree with me, y'all might think different, but So it really got me because why would you want to come to a school I would never understand, like, why would you want to come to a school and do that? Take away innocent life. And one of the victims at that shooting, I know it was plenty of other victims, but the one victim at that shooting at the Columbine High School that really hurt was Isaiah Scholes. He was a becoming football player. He played football, basketball. He was graduating that year as well. He was 18 or 19 when he died. So he would have been 43 years old this year, 44 years old this year. So when you think about what happened, it makes you think, do I want to continue to let my child go to a public school? Do I want to keep letting my child go to these schools and these shootings is still happening? Is it even worth it risking? Is it even worth it risking my child's life, letting them go to school and all these mass shootings still happening and ain't nothing getting done? In my opinion, as a person, me as a person that don't have a child, that does not have any kids, that does not planning on having any in the future, I don't mean that in a bad way, but if I was to want a child, I would want to make sure that I am secured, financially stable, and in the right mindset, and let this world and this country calm down a bit, because I wouldn't want to bring no little human being in this crazy, cruel world, and it's not even stable. And it's sad because kids and young teenagers, they can't get their education because people want to do dumb stuff and have these shootings, shoot out the whole school, taking innocent teachers and students' lives away, or even injuring them. And this is why a lot of students and a lot of young teens and a lot of teachers, that's why a lot of them don't be working the way they do, because they're tired of going through situations where these students don't want to learn. You actually have students that want to learn. You actually have teachers that want to teach your child, get them to learn, because you actually have teachers that really care about these students, about the education and well-being of these kids. But then you have these kids that's possibly not getting any attention, that's possibly not listening to their mom and their daddies. Whatever they tell them is going in one ear and out the other. They just gonna do what they do. So they feel like they gonna wake up, come to school, shoot out the school, this and that third, and harm the students, harm the teachers. It's crazy. And another thing, I understand a lot of people have guns. I understand that probably protect them. But in my opinion, I'm just gonna say this. Having a gun can be a good thing, and having a gun can be a bad thing. Having a gun is good protection. Also, having a gun can be terrible. Because what if the wrong person gets a hold of that gun? And it wouldn't be good for anybody. But if you do have a gun, and if you think about getting a gun, and you got younger kids around there, or if you got anybody around there that does not know anything about a gun, make sure you put the safety on. Make sure you put that gun somewhere safe for only you know where it's at. Because you never know what might happen. But for this, one second, y'all. I'm still here, y'all. And for this person to do all of this destruction at the school in Atlanta, and I forgot to put this in. And also the 4 victims of the latest mass shooting at a U.S. school were 2 teenagers and 2 teachers. Christian Angulo and Mason Schermerhorn, both 14 years old, were killed Wednesday at the Apalachee High School in Winder, Georgia. Richard Aspinwall and Christina Ironing were both math teachers at the school. Aspinwall was also an assistant football coach. They all died at the hands of troubled student who was also 14, armed with a clone of the AR-15 Centromatic rifle that has been used in numerous deadly school shootings across the Americas, authorities said. So, Colt Gray, the 14-year-old that did the unaliving, that did the murders of the 2 students and 2 teachers. Both of them was a math teacher. And one of them was an assistant football coach. And again, it was a AR-15 Central Automatic rifle that has been used in numerous deadly school shootings across America, authorities said. So So this the type of gun, or this the type of weapon that's been used in numerous school shootings. So basically, wow. I guess that's everybody's pick. I don't know what to say about that. But it is sad that this school shooting has put a lot of families on edge and have caused a great amount of pain. Like I said, my condolences goes out to the families that have lost their loved ones all around. And the 14-year-old Colt Gray, if I seen his name right, he has been charged as an adult, and he is currently locked up, which I believe he needs to stay, because I feel like y'all might hate me for this, y'all might not like me for this, but I'm going to say it. If you can do a grown-up crime like that, then you can be a grown-up and sit out and do the time for the crime that you did. Just putting it out there. And these are the pictures of the victims that have lost their lives. The two 14-year-olds and the two teachers. And this combined shooting that happened in 99, almost 25 years ago this year, that school shooting still gets me. Every time I think of a school shooting, every time I hear about a school shooting, I think about the combined school shooting that happened back in 1999. And it's sad to think about. And I'm so sorry for the school shooting that happened in Atlanta. But I'm really hoping and I'm praying for everybody that was affected in this situation with the school. So y'all, that would be my video for today, y'all. My YouTube podcast video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. What do y'all think about this whole situation? What do y'all think about this whole school shooting thing? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And please, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will be back with another YouTube podcast as soon as possible. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all have a wonderful Thursday. Till next time. Love y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.